Et oui. Allez, Bad, qu'est-ce qu'il va manger, Bad, ce soir? Qu'est-ce qu'il se prépare? Road 96, oui. Jeu indépendant. Euh, c'est un road trip. C'est français. Visiblement, c'est procédural. Donc, tu dois faire plusieurs parties puisque tu contrôles 7 personnages différents. En fait, il faut fuir un régime totalitaire, voire despotique. Et donc, le personnage peut mourir. Il y a plusieurs fins possibles, plusieurs. Ça n'a pas l'air trop mal. Après, il faut pas que ce soit trop bavard. Sinon, ils vont me perdre. Mais pourquoi pas, on va tester. Et là, où est-ce qu'il est? Il est mardi. Moustique. Mhm. Allez, go. Donc déjà, je peux voir que l'optimisation, elle est pas top. Voilà. Déjà, c'est pas terrible. On va mettre. Voilà. Faut changer ça ou pas? Est-ce que je peux le modifier? On va mettre moins de texture hein, parce que comme il est pas. Ah d'accord. Élevé ou bas? Il y en a. Normand et prélevé. Salut Chocoro, comment vas-tu? Chasing, on l'enlève. J'ai peur qu'il soit pas super bien optimisé moi ce bordel. Ah, faut que tu prennes vite un cachet quand ça commence. Gauche Q, SD. Ok. Onglet précédent. Ah, modificateur. Est-ce que c'est mieux comme ça? En fenêtre, est-ce qu'il est plus fluide? L'écran. Oui, il a l'air. Alors, nouvelle partie.
Hey there. So, you're one of us, aren't you? Mind if I ask you a few questions? Question 1. When you travel, you usually... Well, if that's your idea of fun. Kidding. So, next question. When you're traveling, do you follow the itinerary or are you more spontaneous? Good to know. And what about politics? What would you do if you disagreed with our country's government?
Ah, bonne question.
watch a movie, you do so to... But you might also watch a movie to... Thanks. Good to know. And I guess you're like the other runaway teens, trying to flee Petria. It's really dangerous to cross the border. You have to be careful with the people you meet on the way, believe me. Don't go fainting on me. But each decision could shape your destiny and Petria's too. Okay, I guess it's time for you to hit the road. I hope you're ready.
Ok, bon, déjà, tu poses quelques questions, je pense, c'est pour avoir des actions, avoir des conséquences, du bon aussi. Ok.
I'm here at our nation's border under National Mountain, the site of the Black Brigade terrorist attack in '86. If you don't remember, hundreds died that day when a brigade truck carrying explosive devices crashed into the mountain, triggering its peak to collapse. In 2 months, on the same day as the nation's election, in the same spot where I'm standing, the 10-year commemoration honoring the victims will take place.
Give us all your darn money, bitch!
Yeah, all your darn money.
Robbery in progress. All cars in the area respond immediately.
Unit 2 here, on my way. Over.
President Tyrak, the man who built the border wall behind me, protecting our nation, will be there.
Protecting our nation? Ha!
This event promises to be a solemn moment, and a time to celebrate the announcement of our next president.
Total BS.
Of course, I'll be there live, giving you the real story as it unfolds. This has been GNN's Sonia Sanchez reporting live.
C'est pas trop mal la démo, hein. Enfin la démo, l'introduction. Ah, t'as les kilomètres et tout, jusqu'à la frontière. Ok.
Get in, Mitch!
With pleasure.
You, drive! Don't look at us!
Putain. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez?
Just do what we say, and you won't get hurt.
Shut up and step on the gas!
Accélérer? Ah, il est à fond, hein. Putain, je me suis fait braquer d'entrée, quoi. J'étais déjà à fond.
Our moto not starting outside the laundromat after we rob it. Humiliating.
You think I don't know that, Stan? It's your fault, you know.
My fault? Oh, that's rich, Mitch. You know what, Mitch? Maybe you should find another Robin partner.
Well, maybe I should. Like this kid.
Fine, take the kid. He's clearly a criminal anyway. Hold on. Before we end the best Robin duo ever, let's take a deep breath.
Yeah, we shouldn't rush into this. This is big. I know. Let's put the radio on. It'll help us forget about the laundromat.
Good idea. You
A
heard Mitch.
laundromat
Turn the
robbery
radio on,
happened about an
numbnuts.
hour ago.
Ah, jeez.
Witnesses say the two robbers, both dressed like they were into S&M role-playing, argued the entire time. Though the suspect only made off with $72 in quarters, they are said to be armed and very dangerous. If you see them, please call the police immediately.
We're laughing stocks.
And Sonia reporting it, no less. Oh, jeez.
Well, I guess that's it. Stan and Mitch are breaking up. Go on and partner up with the kid.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Wow.
Only one thing left to do. To be sure this is the right move and all. Give the kid Mitch's ultimate bank robbing quiz.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a choice. Sorry.
Here's how it works. Get enough questions right, you and Mitch become Robin partners. But don't, then Mitch and I have to... I don't want to spell it out.
Question number 1. Of the following, what is the best location to rob? The clock is, ticking. Yeah, that's right. Not much security. And there's food.
La chance.
So jealous, I will admit, I am very impressed.
Question number 2. When is the best time to rob? Yeah, that is the best time to rob. Visibility is low and mysteriousness is high. Question 3. What is the best getaway vehicle? You would think, but no.
Yeah, sometimes they break down in front of laundromats. That's strike 1.
Question 4. The final question. What is the best thing to do with your money at your hideout? Nope, because then it's hard to find those holes later.
Ah, deuxième erreur.
Strike 2. This is your last chance.
Let's try this again. Question 4. The final question. What is the best thing to do with your money at your hideout?
Is this your final answer?
Yes, that is the best thing to do.
We need not explain why, for obvious reasons. Wow, the kid passed.
No, I've never even passed it. And it's my quiz.
So I guess you and the kid are gonna partner up now, eh?
Stan, hold on.
Yes, Mitch?
Though the kid and I's Robin compatibility is through the roof.
No doubt.
I cannot imagine Robin with anyone but you.
Nor I, Mitch. Nor I.
You hungry, Stan?
Hungry to do another robbery.
Come on, let's keep the car. And ditch the kid.
Sounds good to me, Mitch. You hear something, Mitch?
I did not, Stan.
Du coup, ça fait des kilomètres. Ah, ah bah du coup, ouais. Ah, donc du coup, ça me fait passer 20% sur Stan et Mitch. Ok. Oui, ils sont vachement proches. Oh, Nirvana. Je peux avancer là? Ah oui. Il y a plein d'enfants qui disparaissent. Là, tu peux changer. Ça, c'est celui qui est en place. Ce choix a un impact. Ah, j'en ai eu.
You're gonna vote, right? Oh, okay, good. You know, that's another reason Tyrak sends you teens, you know where. So that your vote can't be heard. That's Zoe on her trumpet. Careful with that one. She's trouble.
Eh, il ronronne. Ouais.
Get your tapes and snacks here. Tapes and snacks.
Réception.
Look, just give me the money and I won't call the cops.
A guy got stabbed here 2 days ago, and they never came. The cops aren't gonna show for this.
Ouais, c'est pas mal foutu, hein.
I don't have time for this. Just admit you stole from me and...
I didn't do it.
Ça a rencontré Zoé.
Everything's fine.
It's not fine. She broke into my office and stole from me. Who are you? Her attorney? No, I don't have proof. She turned off my security camera. She's a criminal mastermind.
Ah, c'est la musicienne du groupe.
You teens. I don't need the hassle. I'm out of here.
You didn't have to do that, you know. I was handling it. Well, thanks, I guess. Anyway, welcome to the Night Skies Campground. If you like crappy trailers, this place is the best.
Ok.
Then you've found your paradise, man. Go up there to the office. But the owner won't be happy to see you. Yeah, see you around, I guess. Hey, don't become roadkill out there, okay?
Ok, donc en fait,
You said you'd give me another week.
This is 191.9, the voice of the brigades. This is your papa baby here. With the upcoming fraud of an election, more and more countries are calling for the resignation of Tyrant. I mean, Tyrax.
Vous avez l'air pour ça.
But will he step down? Of course not. Which is why, dear listeners, we must resist this man and his government as much as we can. And now, here's a tune from a fresh new band. Remember, Papa Baby loves you.
You left the radio outside, Denny. Turn it off before you get us arrested.
On va donner
Shove off, okay?
Ouais. Une télé ici. C'est quoi ça? Oula.
Feel free to join if you can hang. There's some cardboard right there beside that guy, but he's a snorer. No one can really dance with me. I'm on another level. Knock yourself out.
Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire?
See what I mean about not being able to dance with me?
C'est clair.
There's some cardboard right there. But I gotta warn you, I'm a snorer.
Pas beaucoup de sous, il y a 9 $, il faut que j'économise.
I've been kept inside so long. I've lost sight of right and wrong. When you left an open door,
Ah, c'est la fatigue, ça. D'accord.
don't explode
Hey, 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 wake up.
so I
Come hang out with me.
with no plan.
Tiens.
Thinking I could find a friend.
Up here.
Saying hi, shaking hands.
Et j'ai pas forcé, hein.
This moment,
Hurry up.
it feels
Come here. Sit with me.
on the road and on my own, waking up.
You don't have any marshmallows, do you? Sorry, I ask everyone that.
Ways to
Anyway, it's nice to have someone
What?
normal around here. I left home at the start of the summer. I wanted to get out of Petria. Like you, I think. My dad thinks I'm on a big road trip. Truth is, I'm never going back home again.
flies and
En même temps, c'était elle ou l'indienne, donc bon.
no door, no keys. Another one.
A lot of times, actually. It's scary there. With all the security, I traveled there with my father for his work. He works for the government. No big deal. I don't know. Only about 1% of us do, or so I hear. And you know what happens to the rest. The pits, or worse. Where they send kids they think are gonna cross. Terrible things happen there, and I really hope I never experience them for myself. Well, enough about all that. Hey, why don't we play a little music?
Comment on fait?
Play Bella Ciao. I used to play this all the time. You know. Don't be scared, man. Give it a shot. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, now let's try it with the music.
Oh la vache.
I should be recording this. Okay, faster.
That's it! Both of you are gone by sunrise! Understand me? And don't come back! Ever!
Oh putain, c'est fait gercler.
Oh man, that was great.
Ça, il démarre pas mal ce jeu. Il démarre pas mal.
Ah, don't sweat it. I was gonna leave anyway. But I'm just sorry for you. That's sweet, but I think I need to travel on my own. It's important to me, you know? Thanks for understanding. Well, we should probably start packing, huh? Good luck out there. Oh, this is for you, to remember this moment.
Joli, une cassette. Partir à pied. Alors là, t'as le choix. C'est ce qui détermine l'aventure. À pied, faire du stop. Et là, on tombe sur plusieurs personnages. C'est vraiment... c'est pas mal foutu, hein, franchement. Il me reste, avec ce perso, 275 km. On est avec qui là? Ah, le routier.
Rain won't quit, will it, young blood?
Ah, mais c'est lui qui m'a pris en stop.
I haven't been sleeping well lately. Found my tapes, huh? Each one comes with a ton of memories. Took one, did you? Well, just take care of it, all right? Yeah, a lot of long nights on the road. That's the life I signed up for. No can do, young wolf. Gotta get this precious cargo somewhere fast. Well, let's have a little chat. You start. Well, it's dangerous, that's for sure. I see. Oh well, get to the border. Then pick a lock. Get in one of the trucks at the gate. And don't make a sound. That part's very important.
J'ai plus sa cassette. Putain, il s'endort.
Hey now. God damn. This old line's tired.
Ouais, parce qu'on peut mourir quand même aussi, donc bon.
No, I'll be okay. My acupuncturist says I got large chi reserves below my spine. Well, I'll just tap into those and... Good to go. That's a no, all right.
Yeah,
But
but-
you should rest. Need your energy on the road. Go on, young lion. Ain't got all my fingers, but you're in good hands.
Se reposer. Bon, il a l'air cool lui. Je savais pas.
Well, it is kind of a big deal. We almost died, you know. But You gotta get this cargo somewhere fast. Adult diapers. Yeah, don't make fun of me. Ah, you need to be covered in hair head to toe to drive Mr. Grizzly. Only one solution. You gotta make me an Omen Vitality.
Ouais, le bouton, t'as vu le truc.
Get in the back. I'll explain. Sorry about the mess. I'm not the cleanest hombre.
C'est quoi ça? Des photos. Voilà à manger. Bon. Sa femme ou sa fille. Oh, faut pas faire ça. Il est cool le mec.
That's kinda young blood. Beautiful, isn't she? Mind putting that back? That's a real valuable object. Pains me to say this, but Connie's no longer with us. She passed away 10 years ago when the peak collapsed.
Il manque des doigts.
That's how I lost these fingers, trying to get to her under the fallen rocks. But the truth is, I'd have given my whole arm, my whole life to save her. She was the wind in my sails. And I'll miss her for the rest of my days. Now I really need that drink.
Ginseng,
Look for some
concombre au
hard
café.
rock. Time to dispel the darkness. Cucumber should be up top. Check for the beans at the bottom. Move the ingredients around so you can grab them.
Café. Ok.
The ginseng should be somewhere back there.
Là ici.
Hell yeah!
On fait le cocktail.
Woo! Those drums! Damn! Hey, my drink almost ready. Vitality! Go on, sip, young lion. You'll put hair on your mane. I knew you'd like it. Keep the recipe. It'll come in handy. Now, time to put the pedal to the metal.
Ah, ça te booste la vie.
Welcome to ride with me further if you want. Your choice. Okay then. Here we go.
Oh vache. Ah, bientôt arrivé. Il y a plein de chemins en fait. Ouais, c'est ça. Par contre, il y a pas grand monde pour faire du stop là. Ah, on va essayer de trouver quelqu'un. On va rentrer. et flic et... Ah, est-ce que je fais plus de stop parce qu'il faut que je passe la frontière discretos? Je sais pas du tout. Je pense que c'est ça. C'est vaste, hein. Il y a des trucs ici, je sais pas ce que c'est. Tu peux te reposer. Non, j'étais pas obligé de le faire, hein. J'ai encore de la vie, mais bon, on sait jamais. Ouais, j'ai pensé. Parce qu'il est pas passé loin. Putain. Bien vu. Il surveille. Ah oui, alors je vais voir après comment ça se fait qu'ils annoncent 8 heures de... 8 heures de jeu. Ça par contre j'ai pas trop compris comment il justifie 8 heures de jeu parce que là en 45 minutes c'est plié. Hein. De 100% c'est encore plus. Ah mais là je vais avoir un problème alors.
Snacks and drinks? Can I help you at all?
Alors.
Some items to help you on your journey. Special 10-year commemoration of the collapse. There's some never-before-seen footage there.
I just hope it'll actually be democratic.
Turbo.
But I'm not holding my breath. Even if it's not voter intimidation, they have other ways of altering the results.
I'm not much for conspiracy theories, normally. I hear there are incriminating government docs out there. If we could just get our hands on those.
Ah oui. J'espère qu'elle s'est pas fait tuer. Quand tu rentres de l'école, il y a du taf. Alors ici, nourriture ou à boire. Comment je vais faire? Oh, ah mais c'est là la frontière. Crocheter. Forcer. Oh purée, alors ça...
Security checkpoint. Yeah, a little further. Stop. The door looks broken.
What's that you got there?
It's a movement detector.
Oh, you don't need that. I'm not hiding.
Then you've got nothing to worry about. All good. Now pull up to the next checkpoint.
Yeah. Good day to you too. What's the dog for? We run an obedience school. What do you think it's for? Go on, girl. Go on.
Sérieux? J'ai pas de biscuits.
What is it, girl?
Oh purée.
It's all clear. Nothing but boxes. Maybe one of my boxes scooped the dog. Yeah, maybe. Pull up to the last checkpoint. Fine. Reading scanner. Impossible to beat. Good excessive, isn't it? Triple check system. New policy from the big man. Starting the scanner now.
Oh putain. Arrêtez.
You've been arrested. No one said it would be easy to reach the border, let alone cross it. But for one journey that ends, others are only beginning.
Oh, je me suis fait arrêter.
Hello, Sonia Sanchez here. Welcome to the Sonia Show. Security at the border has been elevated after a teen was caught trying to cross hidden in the back of a commercial truck. The teen, as well as the truck driver, have been arrested. Now let's take a moment to look at the latest candidate polls. Looks like Tyrak is still the preferred candidate. It's basically unanimous, viewers. The people love Tyrak. As you know, the Sonia Show is very concerned about our youth who continue to mysteriously disappear. Let's view today's Missing Teen Report. Remember, if you have any information, please call the Sonia hotline.
Alors, âge 18. Énergie 4, argent 13.
We count on your support. And that has been the
En fait, tu joues plusieurs adolescents avec plusieurs chemins. Voilà, en fait, c'est ça.
I've been kept inside so long. I've lost sight of right and wrong. When you left an open door, I couldn't help
Ouais.
but explore. So I took off with no plan, thinking I could find a friend, saying hi and shaking hands. I hope this moment never ends. It feels so good out on the road and on my own, waking up now. Strings attached, no looking back from ocean waves to desert skies.
Given all the hostility, it's normal the police would get violent.
Wait, you're saying the police are justified in using violence?
I'm glad you're here. Now I'm not the only one subjected to this.
Je joue le rôle d'une fille. Ok.
People are looting, Jeff. What good will come of that?
Looting is reasonable when the system is so broken.
Do you think they always talk like this? Whoa, your childhood must have been boring.
Well, I guess I can't have this conversation with you, can I?
So, you're one of us, aren't you? You're trying to cross the border, like me. I can smell it on you, literally.
Let's talk about something else then.
Salut
Do you
Furio.
know what we're really up to? Yeah, they seem kind of with it for adults. So, I got an idea.
Ça va et toi? La journée, comment s'est passée la journée?
Let's play this game I found and listen to some music.
Ah, puissance
Here,
4.
take my Walkman. Wait, have you played before? I like to know my opponent's strength before crushing them.
Pas mal la journée.
Then this is gonna hurt. Sorry.
Ah, c'est possible. Hein. Oui,
Want a rematch?
une petite revanche. Oh, j'ai perdu.
And that's a win. So, do you like the music? Don't worry about hurting my feelings. I'm a big girl. I've got all kinds of tapes. Here, so you remember me.
Eh putain.
To start a new life. No, to have a life. My dad thinks I'm lucky to have a big house and go to a prep school, but I'm not. Believe me. Yeah, you could say that.
Ah oui, oh, tu sais, tous ces jeux-là, j'ai pas de patience.
Okay? Maybe I shouldn't, but
Je peux.
I feel like I can trust you. My father is the minister of oil.
C'est pas le genre de truc que je. J'ai pas la patience et l'attention de. La concentration surtout. Je me déconcentre vite.
Keep it down.
Did you kids say something?
Just that you have a great band? Thanks. I feel better now that I've told someone. I wanted to tell this one kid, but we got kicked out of our campground before I could. Can you go back to thinking of me like you did before? As this exquisite being you're lucky to share oxygen with? Thanks.
Hey, kids.
Uh-oh.
Tu m'as fait peur, lui.
Can I ask you something? I was wondering, would you say you're political?
No, not really.
What about you? I thought so. I mean, isn't that why you're leaving the country? And don't deny that you are. You're leaving because you think the country has problems.
For real, Jeff.
Anyway, because you are leaving, you two are political, at least according to me.
Ugh, the shame.
Il va nous balancer, lui.
So since you are
Jeff!
almost done, what are you gonna do to change this place?
It could work. I'm not sure. The system might be broken. What's certain is that it's the youth who are going to make change happen. If it happens at all.
Finally, we agree on something.
Happy to hear you say that.
Ah, les flics encore. You.
Road control.
You go over the speed limit?
No! I mean, I don't think so.
Purée.
Everyone stay calm.
Kids, let us do the talking.
Road control, ma'am. License and registration.
Happy to help however we can, sir.
Sir? He's nothing but a road control zombie.
Ça va mal finir, ça.
Those your kids?
No, sir. Just giving them a ride.
I see.
Oh, putain, il arrive. Il arrive.
You all right, little lady? You seem a little nervous. Say, you look like one of the
Ah oui, c'est vrai que je recherchais sur celui-là. Ah, je peux pas, je les ai pas.
I bet. Well, just to be sure, I'll need to see your papers.
What if we were to make a donation to road control, sir?
A donation? Well, for a donation, I suppose I could look the other way.
Thank you, officer.
Wait, you're not really gonna pay this guy, are you? It's people like you that are ruining this country.
Excuse me?
Quiet.
Oh, come on! This turd in a uniform isn't gonna do anything.
That's it. You're coming with me.
What have you done, Zoe?
Don't touch me,
What do we
pig.
do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stay in the car, girl.
Do what he says.
Ouh. Ah, j'ai...
Warned you, didn't I? Lucky it's not you I'm interested in.
C'est catastrophique. J'ai glissé. C'était le script. Oh. Purée, c'est fait embarquer. Oh la vache. Chaud tout ça. Ah oui, je suis à pied. Tout le monde s'est barré en fait. C'est quoi ça? On peut dormir? Ah, je peux pas dormir, je dois aller là-bas. Bon, c'est pas top, hein. Ça paraît tout mignon. Ouais. Là, je sais pas trop.
Okay, we all know the plan, right?
Yes. Totally. Let's do this. Guys, is it me? Or is that kid over there listening to us?
Nothing to see here, kid.
Ah, le routier. C'est lui? Je sais pas. Une voiture là. Pas traverser.
Where is he, Sonia? It's almost time.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I insulted him one time too many.
Look, find someone to film this, and now. You know how important this is.
Hein?
Where am I gonna find all
Je vais pas le gagner le puissance 4 hein.
You there! It's your lucky day. Sonia has a job for you. Perfect! Then you're my new camera operator. Now get behind the camera. Time to make some effing magic. This is just a little puff piece on the pump, Cuddle Muffin. Nothing to it. We have a sec if you want to, like, talk to me. Like, get my take on something important. The more money you got, the better. Sometimes I withdraw money from my account just to hold it. Then I put it back in again. Oh, it definitely does. Okay, let's go. We'll start with the intro. Oh, this is good. with the billboard behind me? How I look? Wait, I know. Amazing. Yeah, just like that. 3, 2, 1. Sonia here, reporting live from the site of Petria's newest oil pump, where the Minister of Oil is moments away from a speech. The new pump, a gift from President Tyrak, will soon bring riches to our already rich nation. And cut. Oh my god, we effing destroyed that! Good, because we just started. But here, take this. Call it a taste. I knew you'd like it. It's a lucky charm. It's helped me. Maybe it'll help you too. Okay, sweetums. Now we film the minister. Get the crowd to cheer when he talks about President Tyrak. And boo when he talks about Senator Flores. Got it? That's what I like to hear, Chunky Wonky.
Ils sont pourris en fait.
Approaching the podium. Film him.
Hello, good citizens. We're here to celebrate the opening of this pump.
Don't forget to take some close-ups.
And what a beautiful and strong pump it is. Like our nation, like our president. Speaking of our president, let us cheer him to show our appreciation.
Nice one, Dumpling.
Flores believes we should abandon fossil fuels and take away your jobs. What do you, the hard-working people of Petria, think of Lupe Flores?
Good, cutie pie. Real good.
There's been a lot of talk of a brigade uprising. But am I worried? No. I've even let my teen daughter embark on a road trip. President Tyrak will keep our nation safe. Praise President Tyrak!
Ooh, nice.
With that said, who you vote?
Tyrak is a liar! Teens are being imprisoned every day!
Tyrak is a fascist dictator!
Ils sont plusieurs.
Vote for Flores and save our country.
Stop them! Now!
Run!
I'm here, Sonia.
Oh, shut up.
Stop! Help me!
Oh, no, we definitely don't do stories like that.
Oh punaise.
Well, it's about time to drive off in my limo. Like all good journalists do when they finish a story. Look, to sum it up, your intro wasn't half bad. In fact, you did a good job the whole way. Here, buy yourself a new... everything.
$50.
Well, I do believe it's time to go, sweet cakes. Adam! Let's roll!
On peut prendre le bus, faire du stop, le taxi. La pancarte. Ah oui, à gauche t'as des bonus. Ok.
Yo, welcome to my dope ride.
Bella ciao. Oh. Oh putain, les pédales.
Don't sweat it. Just one runaway helping another. Gotta look out for one another on the streets, you feel me?
On peut choisir ce qu'on met. Ouais, ce que c'est. Ok, bah il faut collecter les...
Oh, hell no. Gotta say something, homegirl. Don't be one of those weirdo silent riders. Depends on your fiscals. But word is, there's a psycho cabbie dude out there.
Oh purée, je m'ai fait de pas l'appeler.
Oh man, that'd be kinda nice. Dang, I think that's ex-mom. Yeah, she adopted me when I was 4, then treated me real well, but homie needed to make a change. Yeah, my life's real complicated.
Ils ont tous en fait un lore, hein. Tous une histoire qu'il faut débloquer vraiment à 100%.
She told me my bio parents were brigades. She knew that, but she never said nothing for 10 years. I know, right? So, that's why she's ex-mom. And that's why I ran away, and I'm on the road.
Alex? Alex? Help! Please!
Me too. But it could be some kind of trick. Ex-mom is cunning, yo. Check the scanner at your feet.
Alex? Alex? Come in. Alex? You there? Alex?
C'est les vieux postes. Pour trouver la station.
I need your help.
Right there, yo. What you want, ex-mom?
Oh, thank God. Baby, we got a call. The bank near our home's being robbed. I know things aren't great between us right now, but I need you to do your thing and access his cameras and tell me what you see.
Fine. I'll help you with my super dope tech. But that's the last time, woman.
Ouais, c'est un petit clin d'œil, Alex Kida, ouais, c'est sûr.
Not a baby. I'm gifted, but I can't do everything. You gotta get in the back. Yeah, I'm in the intel game, yo. Big Brother is watching us, so I'm watching Big Brother. Tweak the antennas to make the image clear, and tell me what you see. Ex-mom, give us a sec. I'm driving and homegirl is in the back.
You're what?
Yo, chill. We see 2 burglars, ex-mom.
Ah, bah les deux qu'on a croisés.
Got it. You see any hostages?
Les otages.
Zero hostages, ex-mom.
Good. Anything else?
Ah, ça marche pas. Ouais, toutes les histoires se croisent, ouais, c'est ça. Celle-là. Non. Celle-là. Ils ont pas l'air très fut-fut.
And homegirl says they're kind of dumb.
Not these guys again. Okay, I'll relay all of this. Thank you, baby.
Yo, I'm a bit tongue-tied with ex-ma. Got any advice? Look, I'll call you soon, okay?
Okay, baby. Sounds good. Alex.
Yeah?
You know I love you, right?
Yeah. I know. Bye, ex-mom. Sorry you had to see that, homegirl. Yeah. I could. When I know more about my bio parents. Life, it's complicated. Especially when you're 14 and a genius. Anyway, thanks for helping me and ex-ma back there. Look at us, two teenagers on the road of life. No problem, yo. You would have done the same for me. Cool.
J'ai roulé quand même, c'est pas mal. Le problème c'est la frontière qui m'inquiète quoi. Ça t'est chaud la dernière fois. Il reste 2 personnages à découvrir. Et il doit y en avoir des routes. Un motel. Coucou Akena, comment vas-tu? Bah écoute, oui. On découvre un petit jeu que j'avais remarqué depuis un petit moment. Et il est pas mal du tout. Il est pas mal du tout.
Well, didn't work.
Nope.
Ils vont cambrioler le truc là. Barre de céréales déjà. On récupère un peu. Ah, j'ai trouvé des sous. Oh, j'ai trouvé d'argent. On ne dit pas qu'il me chope. Hein. Ouais, on est obligé.
Stan.
You there. Wanna be part of something big? Yeah, you do.
Oh purée, j'ai pas le choix.
Okay, so Mitch is casing out the place. We need to be real quiet. Really? Now shut your trap. Here comes Mitch.
Okay. From what I can tell, the place is empty. Yeah, this should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's go. There's a psycho after Sonia, and we need to protect her.
Yeah, sweet Sonia's in danger. Yeah, well, she's a national icon.
Kid, you going through the vents here.
Oh punaise, il m'embarque.
I use my lucky lockpick to get in. It's lucky because I've never had to actually use it. Okay, let's do this. But, maybe you'd like to ask us something first?
Sure is. That's why Mitch and I don't venture yonder.
Don't venture yonder.
Yeah, guess that would be a bummer, wouldn't it?
Now come here, little lady.
Qu'est-ce que fait? Je... Oh.
Go to the end and use the lockpick.
Ça va mal finir ça. Oh, j'ai gagné. Pour une fois que je gagne au jeu de grattage.
Finally! I thought we'd never get him.
Stan, we talked about this. You need to work on your patience.
Kid, can you see us on the camera?
Look around. See a layout of the office?
Qu'est-ce que je fasse? C'est quoi ce délire? Mais il y a un résumé là. Les aptitudes, ok. Je sais pas ce qu'il joue. Oh, caméra 2. Dans le haut directeur? Non. Non, pas bien. Réception.
Like we didn't already know that. Let's do this already.
Oh no! Something's beeping.
It's an alarm! Kid, stop the alarm!
Make it stop!
Cut the alarm, kid!
What do we do, Stan?
I don't know, but I can't go back to prison!
Kill the alarm, kid!
Kid, stop the alarm!
Make it stop! Oh, thanks, little lady.
Why are you thanking her? She forgot to cut it!
Stan, she's not an expert criminal like us.
Mitch, help me with this door!
Hello, this is security. We're responding to an alert. Everything all right?
Mitch, can't you pick that lock any faster?
What triggered the alarm? I see. That unfortunately happens a lot. Anyway, thank you for your explanation. Just a second, ma'am. I'll also need happy password security password. It's just protocol.
What's happening, kid?
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
What do you expect us to do? We're robbers, not wizards.
No, I cannot.
Yeah, whatever, kid.
I'm waiting, ma'am. What is the password?
Je sais pas.
Hold on. There's a post-it here. Says A45 D2R CPP12. Maybe that's it.
That's not it, sir.
Want me to read it again? It's
D2R.
A45 D2R CPP12.
That's not it, sir.
Want me to read it again? It's A45
À 45 D2R.
CPP12.
Thank you for your time and take care.
I got it, Stan.
Finally! What took you so long?
You know I don't like to rush things.
This is a break-in, Mitch! Look, the manager's office!
Oh man, the door has a code. Any idea?
Try 1234.
No.
4321?
Nope.
Well, I'm fresh out of ideas. Kid, you're in the security room. Code must be in there somewhere. Find it. Hold on. Try 9999.
That's not it.
You haven't even tried it.
It's 9 4 times.
996.
No one has that password. Let's give the kid a chance.
Oh.
Not work. Still. Wrong. Wrong. Still not it.
C'est le dernier quoi.
What the heck?
Kid, are you seeing this? Hold on. There's tape on the camera. There.
We knew someone was obsessed with Sonia, but this is
Ah, c'est le tueur en fait. C'est le chauffeur de taxi qui est arrivé.
You two, stop! Close the door.
Oh putain.
Who was that guy?
Looks like the security service sent an agent.
Open this door immediately! Listen, you don't want any trouble. Give me the manager's office code.
Don't give him the code, kid.
We're close to finding where this creep is gonna attack.
Wanna play it like that, do you?
I got it, Stan. He's gonna attack at the border. At the top of the hill.
Le lieu du meurtre.
You've asked for it. You're screwed, kid.
Let's get out of here.
Sorry, little buddy.
Putain, je peux pas m'échapper. On va se cacher. Je peux pas pirater. Oh, oh wesh. Oh, ouais.
Open this door.
1986.
Get, kid.
Oh putain, 3578. 2695. 1465. Oh putain. Oh, il va me tuer. Parce que si je suis caché. De toute façon, on va vite voir. Je suis caché.
Got you. Don't move a muscle. The police are on their way.
Ah putain, arrêtez aussi.
You've been arrested. No one said it would be easy to reach the border, let alone cross it.
J'aurais dû donner le code.
But for one journey that ends, others are only beginning.
En fait, pour faire le run parfait, il te faut toutes les compétences. Tu peux pas sinon. Là, on les voit les compétences. J'ai pas tout en fait. Donc, quand c'est en couche, c'est que tu ne peux pas agir. Ah. Épisode 3. Ah d'accord, ok. En fait, tu as jusqu'au jour de l'élection, après c'est game over quoi. Crochetage, porte-bonheur. Davantage d'énergie. Somniateur et intelligence. Ok.
Hello, Sonia Sanchez here. Welcome to the Sonia Show. Let me start tonight by asking you, viewers, a question. Is Lupe Flores funding the brigades? Or vice versa?
Ah oui, c'est sûr.
There's no evidence to suggest that. Yet. but I'll keep looking. Yesterday, I had the honor to interview our Minister of Oil during the opening ceremony for a new pump. I'll show you that interview tomorrow. So tune in as our minister reveals the secrets to our flourishing economy. Now let's take a moment to look at the latest candidate polls. Looks like Tyrak is still the preferred candidate. It's basically unanimous, viewers. The people love Tyrak. As you know, the Sonia Show is very concerned about our youth who continue to mysteriously disappear. Let's view today's Missing Teen Report. Remember, if you have any information, please call the Sonia hotline.
J'ai pas beaucoup de sous, j'ai plus d'énergie. Alors c'est... Ok, fille, mec.
Let's bring these teens back home.
Allez.
And that has been the Sonia Show.
2040. Oh. C'est le taxi. C'est le taré. Je trouve une cassette.
Before we get much further, I should let you know that I have some anger management issues. Now you know. So, where are we headed today with Happy Taxi? It's not on my way, but I'll drop you a ways up here before I turn.
Oui.
You could pay a small fare too. You'd have time for a snooze then.
J'ai pas de sous.
We sell scratch tickets if you're feeling lucky. Oh.
J'ai pas de thune, j'ai rien du tout.
I take it you don't want to pay a fare. Oh, okay. Now sit back and enjoy your ride with Happy Taxi. Let's see who's contacting me now. The Sonia Show! How did they get this number? Just a second.
Alors lui, celle-là va t'attendre, je sens.
I'm feeling much better now. Go on and ask me a question if you want to. I know all kinds of things.
Okay.
I saw you looking at my mags. Are you a fan of dinosaurs? I won't get angry if you aren't.
J'adore les dinosaures, ouais, j'y vais. J'aime tout là.
Speaking of dinos, have you seen this movie that came out? Gigantic Park. I don't know if I believe you. Hey, lean forward. I want to show you something. That's a portable VCR. Now I can watch tapes whenever I want. When GP comes out on VHS in Petria, I'll watch it every day. My daughter would have loved Gigantic Park. But she passed away. Well, bad things happen sometimes. But I'll make it right. And in the meantime, I won't think about that terrible thing that happened to her. I'd become very angry if I did. Now Now just enjoy your ride with Happy Taxi. I'll drop you off soon.
Yeah. Qu'est-ce que t'en penses, Pat, du jeu? Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez en général?
Engine trouble happens a lot.
Les sous. Oh putain, je prends des risques là. Ah, c'est le...
Sorry about that.
C'est sa fille qui a été écrasée par les rochers. La femme du routier.
I heard a noise earlier, like screaming. What was that? You're not lying, are you? The VCR is warm. You watched one of my cassettes. Which cassette did you watch? One is very private to me. No. I told you I didn't want to think about that. They did this to her. Sorry, but you're not gonna like what comes next.
Yes, you might lose your life along the way. But for each person that falls,
Oh putain, il m'a buté.
another rises up. The trick is to keep moving forward.
Oh putain. Et lui, il est tendu. Hein. Oh, vache. Oh bah. Mort. Épisode 4.
Hello, Sonia Sanchez here. Welcome to the Sonia Show. Big news, viewers. I've located a source who saw the missing teen I discussed in a previous episode. Let's call him now. Hello, you're on the air. May I ask what your name is?
You can call me Gerald.
Hello, Gerald. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
So, Gerald, you saw the missing teen?
Yeah, I gave the kid a ride.
Well, tell us more. Looks like the cat's got your tongue.
I did want to say something else. Something to you, Sonia.
What is it?
I'm coming for you.
Okay, then. Live TV, folks. Let's move on, shall we? Now, let's take a moment to look at the latest candidate polls. Looks like Tyrak is still the preferred candidate.
Ça va bouger.
It's basically
Abstention,
unanimous,
peut-être.
viewers. The people love Tyrak. As you know, the Sonia Show is very concerned about our youth who continue to mysteriously disappear. Let's view today's missing teen report.
Je pense. Alors, enfui depuis un jour.
If you have any information, please call the Sonia hotline.
18 ans. Il y a plus de sous, mais 4 énergies, ça suffit.
And that has been the Sonia Show.
Ok. Oh, la voiture de flic. Ça c'est d'Alex. La voiture d'Alex. C'est une bécane. Ok. Et le reste c'est plus... Ah. Projeté. Ouais, mais branche.
Can I help you? Oh no, she's back. Just act cool, okay?
Sorry to interrupt. Mind if I have a word with you, kid? I'll explain everything in my room. Almost ready. I'm on the trail of the brigade transmitter. Heard about it? The brigades have a transmitter they're using to broadcast anti-Tyrant propaganda. Naturally, it's highly illegal. These guys are terrorists, you know? I believe the person moving it frequents this motel. In fact, I think he or she was here last Sunday. I do, yeah. I'm gonna level with you. Truth is, I think some of them are brigades.
Oh, c'est quoi ce bordel encore?
I don't know exactly. Maybe the clerk back there. Look, there's a little money in it for you if you help me. I know you could use it. Now, come on. Everything you need is on the wall. Take it. Here's how it's gonna work. Those are sketches of the perp we think is moving the transmitter. Talk to the guests and scribble out the ones that don't match. Come back when you've narrowed them down. Got it? Got any more questions before we
J'ai pas le choix, je peux pas refuser quoi.
Anything at all? Of course I have thoughts. Ha! Nice try. Your preferred candidate's been noted, kid. Okay, let's get going.
À la réception. Personne.
Coming. Feeling a little down? I can help with that. I was, yeah. Why? Let me think. Yeah, there was a guy. I didn't talk to him. Seemed like he wasn't the kind to chit-chat. Oh, had a squarish face, real macho. Know what I mean? There. Does that help? Later.
Visage carré. Le routier.
Yeah, just a sec. Took your sweet time. Hey, where's my salad? I was. Oh yeah, I tried avoiding him. He frightened me. He was the same age as me, and I don't consider myself old. You don't think I'm old, do you? The key is salad. Lots and lots of salad. Well, guess I'll keep waiting for my
Ça
salad.
réduit le...
Go Flores!
Ah ouais, bah j'ai tagué. Moi.
Hello?
C'est qui?
What can I do for you?
Oula.
I was, yes. Yes. I remember him well, in fact. He was handsome. A big man with short hair, large hands, strong hands. You don't have his number, do you?
Les cheveux courts.
I'll be here tomorrow to find that number.
Peur, hein?
Hey, I know what you're doing. Are you sure you want to do this? Maybe you shouldn't get involved. These people aren't as bad as they say. I am, yes. And the person you're looking for, I know him. He's a good man. Don't do this, please. Alter your results. She'll never know. You're doing a good thing, kid. Believe me.
Ouais, ouais. Eh oui.
Get in here, quick.
Ouais, c'est juste là.
Didn't make much progress. Sure you asked the right questions? We have some other leads. We'll see if this matches with them. What do you mean what will happen? Prison. This person plays an important role in a terrorist organization. We don't take that lightly.
You there, ex-mom?
Hold on. I gotta take this.
Ah putain, c'est...
Ex-mom, I just sold the game I made.
That's wonderful, baby. You're still being careful out there, right?
Je veux sauver le routier. Et en fait, je vais mentir à la mère de...
So,
Oh, purée.
how is your search going?
My search? Oh, really well. Yeah, I'm finding out a lot about my bio parents. They were, really impressive people. Smart, kind. I think I'm a lot like them.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. You are smart and kind.
Il s'est barré. On a eu chaud.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you soon, okay?
Take care of yourself, honey.
I will. Bye.
Bye. What was all that racket? How people ever get any R&R in places like this is beyond me. Well, thanks for your help, but I gotta clean up here. Say, have I seen you someplace before? Anyway, take this. It's not a lot, but you deserve it. For your help.
30, bien.
Take care of yourself, okay? The roads can be mean.
Je peux conduire carrément? Sérieux? Ah, il faut les clés. Il y a plusieurs options, hein. La moto non plus. Le taxi on va éviter parce que si on tombe sur l'autre, on va prendre le bus, on va voir. Acheter un billet, ouais. Ce sera peut-être plus safe. Ah, il faut appeler les numéros trouvés. D'accord. J'aurais dû aller à la cabine.
Oh, hey, my homie. You're wondering what I'm doing? Just hacking into Super Supper to give everyone in Petria a free burger? Those capitalist pigs need to spread a little wealth around. What about you? I figured you were trying to leave this despotic dump. Good luck with that, my man. Well, guess I'll get back to hacking this burger megacorp. You should take a snooze on that gnarly pillow behind you. Gonna need energy for the road.
Chose en fait. Hein. On va croiser Alex. Alors, on est bien reposé, il y a du pognon.
I don't want to escape myself, but I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a girl who crossed using some secret tunnels at the border.
Tunnel.
Doesn't matter because she's never gonna win. Tarek ain't gonna let it happen.
Alex, you there?
I'm here. That's not a phone. It's my computer. Not bad, right? Built it myself.
Is it safe, Alex?
Totally safe, Mr. Ursus. Like always. He's a friend. I'm helping him in his club in exchange for info. Info on my bio parents. They were in his club, too.
C'est le couple qu'on a croisé.
You know what, Alex? And I need to know if there are any, you know what, in the area.
Look, I'm gonna level with you. Maybe it's stupid to do so, but I feel like I can. Mr. Ursus has an illegal radio, and he wants me to check on the cops to see where they are.
I heard that, Alex.
Ain't gonna lie, it has its benefits. Sorry, Mr. Yu, can't help you today. Too busy trying to make it rain beef. No worries, because homie here on the bus can. Don't worry, my man. It's simple. Even an adult could do it. Go ahead. Turn the scanner on. Whoops. Total cerebral flatulence. Forgot the bats. Here. Just gotta put them in the right way. No sweat. Now, we gotta check the amplifiers. Open that mofo and flip the switches.
Non. Non plus. Ok. J'étais sûr.
We need to listen far, so we'll activate just about all of the amplifiers. We need exactly 8 volts to pick up the police radio.
4, j'ai dit 1, 5 et 3. Ah ouais.
Unit 8, you copy? Over. Unit 8 here. Camped outside the gas station. Nada for now. Over. Keep looking. You got donuts? Over.
Coast is clear, Mr. Yu. They're still at the old spot. Broadcast away. Yeah. Mr. Yu finds spots where he can do his little radio show. You should hear his radio voice. Cracks me up, man.
Thanks, A. And, homie, beside A, and Alex. Make sure you reach out to your mom, okay? I'm sure she misses you.
Sure, whatever.
En fait, tous les personnages sont liés. Tous.
For your help. Now, time to give the citizens of Petria free beef. And boom! Oh no! Trojan horse is down. Well, at least 347 people got free burgers. I can live with that.
Next stop coming up.
Oh well. This is where I get off. Stay fresh, dog. And good luck out there.
Ouais, ça c'est pas trop mal. C'est la frontière qui m'inquiète. Ah, il trace, hein. Alex 35. Et que Zoé, que j'ai pas eu de nouvelles. Je suis en pleine cambrousse. Qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Il y a le routier par là. Distributeur. Crocheté. Comme ça. On peut dormir. On va essayer de crocheter. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'intéressant? Je vois rien. C'est clé de voiture. Oh, ça c'est top ça. On peut se barrer. C'est la rouge, je crois. Je peux pas. Pas celle-là. Ouais, j'ai pas trouvé la voiture. Hein. Celle-là? Ce serait bien que ce soit celle-là. Non. Peut-être le camion. J'ai dû piquer le camion. Bon. Bon, le véhicule, il n'y a pas de véhicule dispo encore. Ah, c'est fermé. Il y a du monde dedans.
Chuck's isn't open right now. Renovation. Hey, who doesn't? Wow, they are little.
Ken, let the kid in. He's harmless.
Whatever you say, Chuck. Go ahead, kid.
I win! Hand over those bills, Robert.
Well, I'm out.
Il y a le routier.
Shot at this guy.
Aha, not me. Papa Bear's man den hockey back for Satan.
Weaklings, all of you. But what about you, kid? We've got ourselves a contender.
Ah, c'est sympa ce jeu en plus. Wow. C'est pas mal, hein. Putain. Ouais. C'est excellent. Ah, ça c'est mortel quand ça fait ça. Oh, putain, c'est juste. Putain, j'ai pas de chance.
But you beat me, yo, bud. Fair and square.
Come on, drinks all round. I'm paying.
Sure you're not on the Olympic squad?
It is, isn't it? Yep. Chuck's is our official hangout. Don't go telling the pigs.
It's cooler than it looks, young bud. Believe me.
Oh, you're not. It's just that John's still living in the past. Chuck.
Salut Ellie, comment vas-tu?
Here we go. You sure about that, Robert?
Our friend here is practically an adult, aren't you?
Oula.
Why do you ask? Right on. You and me are alike then. Well, you gotta eat, drink, and get your rest, kid. Can't stop the basics just because you're on an adventure. You know what I mean?
Mais très bien, écoute. On découvre un nouveau jeu. Et il est pas mal du tout. Pas mal du tout. Ah, le numéro de téléphone.
Maybe you should push on, young bud. It's getting late. Oh, young bud. You okay? You look a little funny.
C'est le verre de whisky. Oula. Oula. Oh putain.
Wake up. Wake up. Haha, I see. Come on, I want to show you something. Something big. Welcome to the Brigade's secret hideout.
Je trouvais que j'ai... J'ai trouvé le QG de la résistance. C'est trop ça.
John and I were at the border in '86. The brigades have been around for many years. The transmitter is one of our biggest achievements. The police are looking for it, but they'll never get their hands on it. We have something special planned for Election Day. Wait and see. Yeah, this.
Qu'est-ce que ça va
What's the
être?
kid doing here, Robert?
The kid's political. Besides, aren't we on the lookout for fresh blood? It is. You know, you could become a brigade if you wanted to. Nothing's stopping you. I'll start the meeting. Look, it's now or never to elevate our game. I have a plan to rig a Tyrak billboard. We'll attract cops to it by broadcasting a fake signal. When they arrive, boom, we trigger the device. This isn't a huge move, but it's a good start and will send a strong message. Do I have any volunteers? That's great, kid. But I think we'll go with hardened brigades here.
I'll do it, Robert. This isn't who we are.
They're sending teens to the work camp, John. Protests aren't cutting it. And Flores sure as hell won't cut it either.
Robert's right. We need to attack. Now.
Alex, our little genius, will help us rig the device. If all goes well, he can build us something bigger and badder for Election Day.
The kid's out, Robert. He doesn't want to be involved in this. For Christ's sakes, his mom's a cop.
We don't need Alex. We can find somebody else to do this.
I'm telling you all, violence will do more harm than good.
Funny, don't you think, kid? Funny because John and his girlfriend were the ones who drove the truck to kill Tyrak in '86.
I've changed, Robert.
Yes, you have. Look, we should vote and settle this right now. Who thinks the brigades need to be more aggressive?
I don't.
I do.
I do.
I refrain.
I don't.
I don't.
I do.
Free against free.
C'est à moi de choisir.
The kid. He's here after all.
That's why you brought him in, to vote on your side. Incredible.
Kid, what do you think?
Good. Then it's decided. The brigades will go on the offensive.
Guys, picked it up on the scanner. The police on their way.
We all know what we need to do. Get in our cars and leave calmly. Kid, no need to worry. They'll never suspect you.
Hey kid, wanna play? We can put down some money if you want.
Il y a les flics là.
Let's play.
Ouais, je vais la faire bugger là. Wow. Wow. Wesh. Ça va très vite là. Allez.
You win fair and square. Here's your money. Another game?
Alors qu'est-ce qu'on a? On a les flics ici.
What can I do for you, kid?
Il y a rien de caché ici. Ah si. Salut Snow, comment vas-tu? Ah, cool. Oups. Bon. Ça c'est fait, j'ai plusieurs chemins. Si je pouvais prendre la bagnole, ça serait cool. On va pas aller vers les flics. Hop. Ah, visiblement je peux prendre la voiture. Oui, j'ai les clés. Ouais, Vintage, c'est un petit jeu indie, c'est un studio français. Et donc, c'est un jeu procédural, c'est-à-dire que chaque partie est différente. Tu joues le rôle d'ado qui doit passer la frontière pour éviter un régime dictatorial et très oppressif. Et puis tu rencontres des gens, puis t'as plusieurs façons de pas y arriver en fait. C'est pas mal.
And now, listeners, a sneak peek of today's Sonia show.
Tyrak, working against voter registration fraud, is fighting hard against his opponents. Nation, he deserves your full support.
Tune in later to hear more.
Stop! I'm famous! Oh, I'll be fine. Just a little limo crash. Would you be a doll and give me a ride to a payphone? Thanks, hun. Adam! The kid's gonna give me a ride! You think about what you done! Let me drive the limo when I asked? Ha! Big mistake. Bad, Adam! Bad! Now, come on. Ain't got all day. I'm goddamn Sonia Sanchez. You actually drive this dump on wheels? I mean, it's nice. Real... lived in. Why would I do that? Did you know there's a burger back here? I'm gonna put it next to you. Try not to eat my fingers, okay? Ugh, you really just ate that? In front of me? Whatever.
Il va falloir se tamponner combien de temps?
Ask me a question, hun. I know you're burning too. Oh, you're shy. I get it. So, honey buns, how much do you love my show? Wait. You're not one of them, are you? A brigade, numbnuts. Well, that's a goddamn relief. That's almost as bad.
Qu'est-ce que vous nagez bien cher?
Oh là!
Salut Dido, comment vas-tu?
I can be nice, you know. Most people don't know that.
Enfin, si je pouvais Je vais pas dire ce que j'aimerais faire, mais
Sparkling as your conversation may be, you're boring me, honey buns. But I have an idea to liven this hearse up.
il est pas mal du tout. Je le trouve pas mal du tout. Ouais. Je pense que... déjà la faire taire. Hein. Oh. D'accord.
Good. Now find some music on that junk radio of yours. Nope. Uh-uh. You kidding me? Jesus, kid! That's it! Turn it up! Now dance! Another song! I said another song! Woohoo! That hits the spot, sweetie! Sonia about to get crazy!
Et paf le camion. Elle va tomber. Oh.
As long as I keep dancing, it doesn't hurt. Dance party! Okay, I'm exhausted. Thanks, sweetie. I needed that. Tell me something, and I want you to be honest. Is this even your car? I don't believe you. Relax, sugar. I haven't had this much fun in so long.
C'est des herbes. Oh purée.
Reminds me of... Well, of my past. I haven't been so kind to the ones I love lately. It is sometimes, but I'm not sure that's an excuse. But thanks for saying that. It's sweet. Look! A phone booth! Stop the goddamn car!
Et en général, celles qui sont comme ça, prêtées et tout ça, c'est pas les meilleurs coups. Hein. Fureur, ça c'est sûr. C'est l'étoile de mer ou tu sais les inscriptions égyptiennes. Tiens. Oui, je fais bien l'égyptien.
Nice meeting you too. And thanks for the ride. I don't know where you're heading, Sweet Pea, but good luck getting there.
Ah bah c'est sûr qu'elle avait la voiture, hein, c'est top. Purée, la frontière. Ah. Ouais, il va falloir que je sois malin. Ah, j'arrive pas du même côté. C'est de passer la frontière pour s'échapper d'un régime ultra totalitaire, voire dictatorial, et tous les jeunes se barrent en fait. Passer par où là? Allez, la route? Non, même pas. Le chemin. Ah, ici. Et c'est le studio français. Là, je suis arrivé là où je me suis fait arrêter. Dans la première game, je suis arrivé jusqu'à la frontière et puis je me suis fait détecter. C'est chaud là. Ça va être tendu. Je sais pas comment faire pour passer.
Snacks and drinks? Can I help you at all? I wanted to cross, but I don't have enough money for a coyote. Maybe I'll just go home soon anyway. Maybe you're right. Thanks for the pep talk.
Je peux pas y revenir parce que, ouais. J'ai pas sûr besoin de thunes quoi. Alors là, je peux éviter les camions déjà. Ouais. Voilà, qu'est-ce qu'ils vendent ici? Nourriture, boire. On va essayer de passer à côté pour pas se faire gauler. Si tu te trouves, c'est mort après. C'est qui lui?
Hold up there, kid. Not unless I let you. Maybe I won't. And why should I? Give me a good reason. Should have said so. Talk to my boss at the camp's entrance. She can hook you up.
Ok. Déjà. C'est qui la chef du truc? Il y a quand même un camp.
Who wants to know? Maybe I can help with that. The important word being maybe. Fine. But this is against my better judgment. Just don't slow me down.
Ah, peut-être qu'on va réussir à passer. C'est pas sûr, mais... Alors... Purée de nuit.
Okay. Before we go farther, I'll need what we agreed on. Come on, we've got some walking.
Ah, il faut avoir des sous là.
I tried to cross. I guess my night vision is non-existent. I have some money. Can I walk with you?
I'll need more than that, kid.
I owe you, mate.
Come on, both of you.
Tu sens de fou, hein. Ça sent vraiment sacrifié.
Hold up. That light ahead should be the guard I know. Stay here.
Il suit, marche pas ta lampe, mec, ça sert à rien de...
It is him. But since there are two of you, he'll want more. I know it.
Je sais pas assez.
Give me the money, or I walk. Good luck with the guard. I'm out of here.
Putain, j'ai payé pour lui.
Please tell me you're good at convincing armed adults. Why don't I believe you? Oh, just lead the way.
Ah.
Stop! And?
Échec.
You're seriously trying to bargain right now? You got guts, kid. No way. Hey, hope you have your running shoes on.
On va être obligé de courir. Salut, Sevan.
Get back here.
Putain, il se tire. Il m'a touché. Il m'a tué. Oh. Ah, j'aurais pas eu assez de fric de toute façon.
Yes, you might lose your life along the way. But for each person that falls, another rises
Faut vachement de
up.
fric. Ah, le jour de l'élection.
The trick is to keep moving forward.
Alors, du coup, ça se passe comment? On peut choisir. Épisode 5. Alors, il reste vachement de temps pour arriver à...
Hello, Sonia Sanchez here. Welcome to the Sonia Show.
Je l'ai pas vu. Ah ouais?
You know that Sonia has the best news, right? Well, I've heard that the brigades have recently held a secret meeting. And that they now plan to attack as many innocent people as they can to spread their hateful message. Despicable.
Ah, mais c'est ça, j'étais vraiment arrivé en fait. Hein.
Our great leader will crush the insurgents like the bugs that they are. If I don't do it myself first, that is. In very good news, a large network of smugglers helping teens cross has recently been dismantled by security forces. Thank you for keeping our country secure, border forces. Now let's take a moment to look at the latest candidate polls. Looks like Tyrak is still the preferred candidate. Tyrak, working against voter registration fraud, is fighting hard against his opponents. Nation, he deserves your full support. As you know, the Sonia Show is very concerned about our youth.
Donc en fait, chaque fois que tu essaies une méthode pour passer la frontière, il te la supprime après. C'est de plus en plus dur.
Remember, if you have any information, please call the Sonia hotline. And that has been the Sonia Show.
Allez, bon, le dernier essai. Mais je pense que je ferai pas mieux que là. J'ai loupé le coche. Je pense que je l'avais plié là. Si j'avais passé le mur, c'était bon. Là, j'ai grillé ma chance là. Parce que Swan il a vu qu'il voulait me faire la courte échelle, donc c'était gagné. C'est une voiture de course que je connaissais. Oui, parce que plus ça, oui, on passe, plus le temps passe là. Punaise, j'avais plein de trucs en plus avec ce perso, j'avais les clés de voiture et tout quoi. Ça va être galère. Oh, c'est quoi ici? Oui, aïe aïe. Ah, celui-là il est top hein. Franchement c'est top hein. Il faut aimer le genre. Mais c'est l'idée, franchement c'est bien vu hein. Moi je suis un... Boire.
Well, maybe we don't have to wear the outfits all the time.
Crazy talk, Mitch. Now shh. It's almost time for the Sonia show.
I wonder what she's go- You hear that? Ugh. That's not the creep after Sonia, is it?
Nope. Kane ain't nothing but a hitchhiker. Tie him up.
Ah putain, je suis retombé sur eux. Ah, ça va être compliqué.
Knew he wasn't dead.
You were right. Guess I owe you 5 big ones.
Et c'est un studio français en plus.
Right now. But I will as soon as we rob the kid.
Ouais, je l'ai streamé déjà, je l'ai testé.
This is Stan and I's hideout. Pretty nice, don't you think?
Shut up, Mitch. Give us all your money, kid. Now.
Yeah, all your money.
Looks like we got a tough guy on our hands, Mitch.
Maybe I'll have to show him the beast.
Whoa, you hear that? The beast. Now search him, Mitch.
Pas de trucs sexuels, hein. Ça va hein. Il va me piquer mon fric. Putain.
How much we talking
Putain.
about?
Not enough to quit the game, Stan.
No amount could ever make us quit the game, Mitch. It'd be nice to rob someone actually rich once.
Sure would, Stan.
Mitch, this kid is starting to hurt my ears. Show in the beast.
With pleasure.
Now come on, we got work to do on our investigation. Sweet Sonia's life hangs in the balance. I feel like I'm going crazy, Mitch.
Yeah, me too.
And if we don't crack this soon, it'll be too late.
Quiet, little buddy. Do I have to show you the beast again?
Yeah, shut your trap. Let the grown-ups think in peace.
C'est vrai hein.
Kid, someone wants to end Sonia's life. The famous reporter?
Yeah, we doubt that you could help us.
Hell, Mitch. Maybe I'm crazy, but maybe he can help.
Yeah. I mean, what do we have to lose here?
Pick him up. We'll make you a deal, kid. Help us, and you'll get your money back. So we're trying to find out when the killer's gonna attack. We know he's planning to strike at the wall, but we don't know the date. We got some of his letters and things right here. When he's gonna attack is somewhere in them. We just know it is.
Today marks the anniversary of Lola's death. In exactly 2 years, I will take my revenge.
Do we know when that was recorded, Stan?
Yeah, sometime in 1994.
14 ans. Juin 79.
So, we know the girl's birthday. He says he's gonna act on his kid's birthday.
He had this letter in his journal. I guess his daughter was fond of reptilians.
4 jours.
That guy's seriously disturbed, Stan. If anything happens to sweet Sonia, I might just go crazy!
1994. Ça fait 71 ça. J'ai pas le 6-6.
I don't think that's it, kid.
Yeah, that don't look right. Try again.
Today marks the anniversary of Lola's death. In exactly 2 years, I will take my revenge.
Do we know when that was recorded, Stan?
Yeah, sometime in 1994.
Ouais, c'est ça. 71. 6 juin 71. Donc, je vois pas. 6 juin. Oui, c'est ça. Ils disent 4 jours, dans 4 jours à partir du 5 septembre. Ça fait 9 septembre. Attendez.
Oh, that's it! It all makes sense now! You're a genius!
Deepest apologies I showed you the beast earlier. I don't know what I was thinking.
We still need to figure out what this guy looks like.
But we know he's planning something at the border, at the top of the hill.
Here's your cash, kid. It's best to honor one's promises. Stan and Mitch rules.
But, before you go, maybe you want to ask us something?
Unfortunately, due to our priors, this is an impossibility.
Yeah, if you got a criminal record, you can't vote, kid.
But what about you? Well, all right then.
J'ai réussi à me barrer, c'est déjà pas mal. Dommage que je peux pas prendre la bécane, hein. Franchement. Ils sont chiffrés. Alors on a le bus. Stop. Ils sont reposés. On fait quoi? Du bus ou je stoppe? Il y a deux bus là. Non, je sais pas ce qui est passé, hein. Je suis monté avec qui là? Oh, je suis comme l'heure.
You're not the talkative type, are you, young blood? What'd you say? Ha! Just kidding. Feel free to start a conversation, okay? Hey, I'd get your hand out of there if I were you. Well, it started for a good reason. And now, I'm afraid things are getting too radical. What do you think?
Ouais, c'est clair, hein.
We didn't do everything the government said we did. Believe me. Appreciate it.
Moi, j'ai jamais remis sur le rétro, tu vois.
Papa Bear, got your ears on? Over.
Ooh, that's Mama Bear, young wolf. We got a CB type thing going on. I've never actually met her, but I think I'm in love. We got CB nicknames for one another. I'm her papa, she's my mama. I want to ask her out, but I've been out of the game too long. Can you help?
J'ai te manque de doigts, donc ça va être compliqué pour le rencard, hein. Je dis ça, moi je dis rien.
Thanks, kid. All right, I'm going in. Hi, beautiful. How's my CB crush doing today?
Beautiful? Well, if you say so. I'm all right. Ugh, but my boss is writing me about this illegal transmitter.
Beats me, kid. Guess the brigade's got a secret radio station?
Honestly, I'm starting to think a ghost is moving it. Speaking of transporting, what are you hauling today, Papa?
Something just as intriguing. Pineapples. Young bud, it's going well. I'm gonna ask her out. Any advice? Mama Bear, aren't you getting tired of talking like this?
Oh, you don't want to talk anymore, Papa?
No, no. What I mean is, we should meet in person. Look, we got a nice CB thing going on, but I got to meet you, Mama.
I don't know, Papa Bear. What we have is nice. But maybe it is time we met.
You're not messing with me, are you?
No. Name the time and place.
C'est bon, c'est gagné.
I'll be there.
Woohoo! Yeah!
C'est qui lui?
Road pilot, youngblood. Get in the back. You know how to handle a nail gun? These lowlifes think they're gonna get my pineapples. Ha! Can't legally carry a gun, so you'll have to shoot them with nails.
Yeah.
Nice! Shoot the lock to open the doors! Oh, that's nothing. Take him down, youngblood! Might sting.
Papa Bear, you think of a time and place?
Youngblood! Think Mama Bear likes seafood?
Papa Bear?
I'm here, darling. You like gumbo? Damn! They're back! Show 'em no mercy!
What road are you on, Papa Bear? We got a call. There's a shootout on Route 220.
Oh, really? Get him off Buckeaster, youngblood! They're pulling up beside us! That's it, young wolf! These banditos are almost finished!
Oh yeah! Way to go, youngblood! You're a cold-blooded.
Top ce jeu, vraiment top ce jeu.
Papa Bear, I gotta run. Looking forward to our date.
Me too, Mama. Sure is, youngblood. I'll probably work alone. Youngblood, I'm gonna have to drop you soon. It's been a blast. I appreciate that, youngblood. I hope you reach your destination.
Il est cool, j'aime bien lui. Mais je sais pas. Ce serait bien. Station-service. Oh purée, y'a Zoé.
Hey, over here. Help me. Don't let them see you. The cops. They transferred me out of you know where. My dad must have found out where I was. Get the van keys from the cops. But you'll need to distract them somehow. Then come back here. Thank you.
Siphonner. Siphonner, je peux pas, j'ai pas ce qu'il faut. J'ai pas la porte, j'ai pas la clé.
Know how many times I've called for a tow this year?
I don't.
Guess how many times?
Fine.
3 times. Nope. 4 times. Can you believe it?
Faut que je révèle. C'est là. Je trouve un moyen de détourner leur attention. Ça va pas être simple. Ah, le camion est recherché. Je vais essayer. Je peux pas. Il manque encore un truc. Il me manque encore un truc. Une tuyau, je pense. Putain, il y a un mec qui me sauve.
What do you want, kid?
Acheter des allumettes. Il y a rien chez toi, mon gars. Ici. Jouer, c'est quoi? Oh purée. Je cherche le camion. Comment je vais faire mon coup là? Ah, j'ai le jerrycan, le truc. Comment je vais foutre le feu là? Ah. Acheter de l'essence. Ça serait pas con, hein? Il est plein. Qu'est-ce que je vais pouvoir faire avec ça? Pas ici. Il y a les bonbons de gaz, ouais. Ça peut le faire, ça. Allumer le feu. Ouh. Crocheter.
What the? What's going on?
Hello? Does anyone copy? Where'd that kid get to? That kid did this.
He can't be far. I'll check behind the station.
You got the keys. The keys for the handcuffs. They should be inside. Come on. Get ready to run.
Stop! Head where I can see him!
C'est pas possible, hein.
I didn't mean for this to happen. You gotta believe me. Please don't hate me. It's not my fault, okay? I'll go back to my father. To jail, and possibly... I'll get my dad to save you. I'll say... I don't know what I'll say.
C'est la fille du dictateur, ça se trouve.
Look, maybe you should rest. You'll feel better. Just try to get some sleep. And when you wake up, I'll know what to do. Okay?
Je pense que c'était scripté. Sinon j'aurais terminé la partie là.
You hear that?
Senor, help!
Oh, they're gone. But they'll be back. And with friends.
Please, don't hurt us.
Got a second kid in here! John, this kid says he knows you. Youngblood? Good to see you. Come on, we have to go. Zoe, you're coming with us.
Wait, how do you know my name? Did my father send you?
Definitely not. We'll explain later, but right now, you and the kid have to split up.
You risked your life for me. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, youngins, time to move.
I hope I get to see you again.
Si mal. Pique. Et la flic. Bestiole, c'est assez inamical ici quand même. Ils pièvent partout. Qu'est-ce qu'il arrive à... Parce que j'ai plus mon jerrycan du coup si.
No good. Flippin' tire.
Ah oui, il m'a crevé.
Gonna pretend you didn't just say that, kid. What are you doing out here? A walk? With that backpack, Peach Fuzz? Uh-uh. Tell me the truth. I'm not sure I believe you. But consider it your lucky day. Get back here, kid! You're smarter than I thought. What are you... I'm not playing around, kid! Unit 2 to Central. Got a flat and a border crosser in my car. You copy?
C'est pas possible ça.
To Central. Do you copy? Great. Now the radio isn't working.
Je veux jouer avec elle, elle m'a enfermé.
Be thankful you're not, okay? And keep that trap shut. Ah, come on! Quiet, kid. Fine. What do I have to lose? Get out here, kid. But don't try and run away. You'll regret it. Believe me.
Ok, je testais. Mais elle a qu'à avoir des bombes anti-crevaison aussi.
Oh yeah? Then have at it, kid. What are you? A tire whisperer? Hey, don't stop there. The pump's behind you.
Non, c'est clair que...
You remind me of my son. He's always fixing things. Always breaking things, too. Here. Hey, I'm impressed.
Il est flotté. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
Yes? Uh-huh. After what happened at 86? You're damn right I do. Mm-hmm. Preaching to the choir. I wouldn't be so sure, Peach Fuzz. You could say that, yeah. You could definitely say that.
Bah, elle serait à l'abri dans la voiture, elle démarre aussi, et puis c'est réglé quoi.
With you?
Bah ouais.
That's all right.
Ça je comprends pas.
No offense. Yeah, maybe you're right. It's just that my son, my adopted son, ran away. Yeah. Me too, Peach Fuzz.
Oui.
I knew
Il y a un lien
something
de
that
parenté, c'est sûr.
a secret. And when I told him, he got upset. I told him who his biological parents were. Or as much as I know about them anyway. Dangerous people, kid. Very dangerous.
Des gens dangereux.
Members of the Black Brigades. Yeah. Me too. You know about the attack in 86, right?
La force, oui, depuis 3 heures de temps, oui.
That's the day I met my son. Yeah, I was working security, hired to protect Tyrak at the wall's opening ceremony. Everything was going fine until it wasn't. I barely saw the truck before it crashed into the mountain. Just a flash. Next thing I knew, rocks were falling on the crowd. It was awful. You have no idea. The screams. Everything was just so terrible. At some point, I looked down and there was my son, silent, covered in dust, looking up at me. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I picked him up and brought him home with me.
Ouh, je sens qu'il y a une mouche qui va faire un KO.
To be safe. I had to. I looked in the papers for months after, searched the missing children reports every day. There was nothing. It's not unusual for brigades to cut ties with family. I do. What other explanation is there? I guess I deserve all this. I kept the truth from my baby. Thanks, Peach Fuzz. I appreciate you saying that. I do.
Central to Unit 2, do you copy? Over.
I should get that. Look, kid. I don't know what you're up to out here. Just promise me something.
Mhm.
Turn around and go home, okay? Your parents miss you.
Elle se barre comme ça. Serve and protect, connaît pas là. Ok, bon. Et le bus là. Je vais faire du stop. Ouais, le stop c'est plus marrant. Je vais tomber avec qui là? Ah putain, j'ai même pas été en bas. J'ai même pas récupéré. Acheter un billet, ouais. On va prendre le bus hein. J'ai pas fait beaucoup hein, de kilomètres là. Je tombe avec qui là?
Welcome aboard, kid.
Je connais pas lui.
A couple of weeks now, but it feels longer than that. You? Are you frightened? I know it's tough, but try not to think about it. What you should do now is rest, if you can. You'll feel better.
Je le dis. Donc j'ai un petit peu besoin aussi.
Awake, eh?
Ah, il est parti. Ah. Salut Tito, bah écoute nous aussi on va en fin d'année run là on finit puis passe une bonne nuit et bon courage pour demain. Ciao ciao.
He got off while you were asleep. Yeah, fine by me.
Ah, là, là on a bien roulé ouais. Ah oui là. 16 km. Ok. En fait c'était pas un personnage... Il faisait pas partie des personnages principaux j'ai l'impression. Oh. On est arrivé chez Bad. On est arrivé chez Bad. Il est pas en forme ici.
Get your tapes and snacks here. Tapes and snacks. I'm not exactly the minister of oil, bro. I'm all for them, but I'm not sure what kind of protester I want to be. Yeah, like, do I want to be more aggressive, or do I want to practice civil disobedience?
Ok, une bagnole. Le code, ah bah le code, je sais pas moi. Pour revenir. Un peu fiction.
Hello? Oh, hi, Richard. Yeah, no, that's nice. But we don't need you to come over. No. I insist. Don't come over, okay? We're fine. It's him, isn't it? Give me that phone! Keep going! Keep going!
Ouais. iPhone numéro. Ok. Ouais, c'est un genre de truc comme ça où tous les destins se croisent. C'est vrai que... C'est le père de famille. Ok. Qui c'est lui? Non.
Yeah, but only one of us can win, dog. The other must be sacrificed to the gods of Palm.
C'est à quoi qu'on joue? Qu'est-ce que c'est?
First to 3 wins.
Putain la vache. Eh, ça me rajeunit pas.
Isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? That's what I do to fools. Score against me? Ah, hell nah. Okay. Homie sees how it is. No one's ever beaten me. I'm gonna need a minute to process this. Defeat's hard to swallow. Luckily, burgers aren't. I make games, by the way. I've even sold some to this diner, but they screw me out of my rightful cut. Yeah, they'll get theirs. Don't worry. Totally, dog. Never seen anything like it in all my 14 years. How do they make you feel? I hope it makes a difference. I do. But I don't know. I just had an idea. Time to take what's mine. Come on.
Ça s'est bien passé, ça et l'autre jeu de palais là.
The job's simple. There's a room in the back where they keep their cash. I should be able to hack in. Exactly, home slice. Come on. Yo, this digicode is from the age of the dinosaurs. I made some sexy digicode tech. One day, scientists gonna study my brain. Boom! What'd I tell you? Oh man, door closed behind us. Gonna re-trigger the digilock. Now, let's look for the door. A lot of stuff in here. And it smells. Ugh, adults. Check the
J'ai
drawers.
raté.
And the safe too. Duh.
J'ai pas le code.
Hold up. There's an article here on the attack. Bodies of certain brigades believed to be at the wall were never found. No way. My bio parents might still be alive. finish reading this article.
Là, je peux hacker. Putain, voilà.
I hear someone coming. Hide. Shh. Be hella quiet.
Al, have you been in the back room lately? Looks different, like someone's been back here. Yeah, I'll check. Just give me a second. Bad news. It's empty. Okay, I'll sit tight. Uh-huh. Okay, bye.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Hey, who's in there?
Run!
Hold on, just whatever you took, give it back. It's your lucky day, kid. Get out of here before I change my mind.
La voiture est vite. On se casse de là. C'était chaud là. Ah bah là on va être arrivé. Dernière chance là. Yes. J'ai connu comme Ace Ventura. Sous. À boire.
And as a reminder, never stop to pick up hitchhikers, young or old. They could be dangerous. And that's today's Sonia Show. Thanks for tuning in.
C'est le pire de la route ça. Tiens y'a un mec. Oh putain c'est le tueur. J'ai intérêt à faire gaffe là. Oh putain.
All my cigarettes are wet. Two guys are after me. They'd been following me up and down these roads. Up and down. I'm starting to think they'll never quit. They want to put a stop to me. I can't let that happen. That's why I'm out here in the rain and not in my cab. They're close. They're too close. I think they're fans of hers.
C'est le bandit. Le cambrioleur.
Something's wrong with your doors.
Laissez-moi sortir. Mais... Casse-toi. C'est de givré. Atchoum.
I'm not going to do that. Do you know why? That's why. You picked the wrong guy to pick up. You know that. Now drive.
Sure.
I've had a really bad day and could use some cheering up. So that's what you're gonna do. Cheer me up. I just want to have a little chat. So go on. Chat. You could say I'm not a fan. You're already starting to bore me. Guess it's my turn to ask the questions. I'll tell you something else.
Sans douter, hein.
Thinking about killing you. So better give me the right answers. Tell me, do you listen to the news often? You shouldn't. The news is nothing but lies. Misinformation. Tell me something else, and this is important. What do you think about Sonia Sanchez? That's how I feel. You're not just saying that, are you? Good. Sonia did something bad. Real bad. I don't want your sympathy. No. All I want is revenge.
C'est quand qu'on arrive là, parce que...
Who else? Have you been listening to a word I've said? Because of Sonia, my sweet daughter is dead. She'll pay for that. She'll pay dearly. I think you know that already. Just not the when and where. Like those two freaks after me. She didn't move a finger to save her under those rocks. Not one. Nor did those brigades. They'll pay too. Stop the car. I've decided what I'm gonna do to you. I'm going to let you live. But you're going to give me your car. I can drop you off somewhere if you'd like. It is raining.
Mais... Ma voiture. Ah, ma voiture. Ah ouais, super. Bon, et là, de toute façon, on est au bout. C'est le dernier essai. Le camion, j'ai fait.
License and registration.
Sure. Just a second.
And why are you heading to the border?
I have a friend who lives nearby. That's it. Nothing illegal.
I see.
C'est le pirate de la route, de toute façon. Oh bordel, comment je vais faire hein? Oh, mais ok, mais. Attends, descendre. Ah. Ouais, il m'a pris la bagnole, quoi. Je sais pas comment descendre. Ok, c'est par là. Ok, il faut s'asseoir pour regarder le paysage. Alors que je trouve une solution pour passer là. On est bientôt. Et après, il va falloir que je trouve un moyen de passer. Ok. Il me manque une compétence. J'ai toutes les compétences, il me manque une. C'est pas mal. Par contre, j'ai moins de thunes que la dernière fois. Autre chose.
What are you doing here alone?
Snacks and drinks? Can I help you at all?
Don't be one of those kids sneaking into a truck. Believe me, you'll never make it. Now be careful out there. You hear?
Ça donne... Il y a une façon de passer là, il y en a une là aussi. Il reste 3 façons, même plus que ça. Je sais pas si c'est une bonne ça. Faut que j'ai... Ah oui, bah oui. Une bonne durée de vie quand même, c'est pas mal. Je sais pas combien sur Steam, je l'ai vu mais j'ai zappé. Là, je passe par la montagne en fait pour passer. Bonsoir Joël. Il me semble que Joël c'est le papa de Superman. Mais franchement, alors après voir peut-être en solde, quand il sera en solde, ou peut-être sur Instant Gaming. Mais franchement il est pas mal du tout, hein. Moi je suis assez bluffé. Oui, je me suis pas trompé là. Alors 90% sauté. C'est-à-dire que je fasse plus de 3 heures de stream, c'est qu'il m'a accroché. T'as l'impression de jamais refaire la même partie en fait. C'était chaud. Il faut voir sur Instant Gaming s'il est pas moins cher. Mais pour ma part, il est très très bon. Enfin moi je le trouve très bien. C'est particulier, il faut aimer les jeux avec de la narration comme ça. Ah bah. Ça va être chaud ça. Ah bah tu vas pas être déçu. Moi franchement je le conseille. Je pense que Bad a trouvé pas mal aussi. Dans le chat. C'est au niveau de fatigue. Alors pour le restaurer, il faut manger, boire, dormir. Ah, j'en ai pris des chemins, hein. C'est la première fois que je prends celui-là. Ah, parce que ça me bouffe de l'énergie quoi. Et sache que tu pars sur une durée de vie d'à peu près 8 heures. Là, tu vois, j'en suis même pas à la moitié. Alors, game over. Game over. Il n'y a pas de game over en fait. C'est-à-dire que tu as jusqu'aux élections. Parce qu'en fait, le pitch est sans spoiler. C'est qu'en fait, tu joues à tour de rôle plusieurs adolescents qui veulent échapper à un régime totalitaire. Et dans ton périple, tu rencontres, tu vois, tous les persos que tu vois là. Il y en a des plus sympathiques que d'autres. Et tout ça pour arriver au but suprême, c'est de passer la frontière. Sauf que c'est pas si simple que ça. Mais il est vraiment très sympa. Oh purée, c'est quoi ça? Truc d'escalade? Oh, j'ai trouvé l'endroit où il faut péter le truc. Ouais, on peut le voir comme ça, Bad. Oh punaise, il faut que je... Ouais, je suis fatigué là. Bon, j'ai pris le chemin. Si je peux pas dans... Ah. Ok. Ça me repose ou pas? Yes, je peux me reposer. Je commence à m'inquiéter un peu là. Merci Jorel, merci beaucoup. Et merci pour ton follow. Et sur la chaîne, de toute façon, tu trouveras toujours des petits jeux comme ça que tu vois nulle part ailleurs. Est-ce que j'ai réussi? Pas encore. Et ce passage est pas mal du tout. Il dit plus physique, mais par contre, j'ai mal. Par contre, ouais, juste prendre la fatigue. Mais là, avec une grosse jauge de stamina. Là. Voilà. Il y a un sac là, pourquoi je peux plus l'attraper? Épuisé là. Ah les poules. J'ai peur d'être à court de...
Freedom. Nothing is more important, but there are many others in Petria.
Putain, j'ai réussi. L'ultime moment du stream, j'ai réussi. Ah oui, il s'échappe. J'ai réussi à me barrer. Ouais, regarde. Tu vois le petit, c'est validé en haut. Ah ouais, j'ai réussi à me barrer. Ouais, j'ai réussi à me barrer. Au moins un. Tu vois, tu le vois ici. Échappé. Il manque une compétence. C'est Fanny en fait. Ça se joue avec Fanny visiblement. C'est marqué en fait. Donc en fait, tu as réussi à se barrer. Je me suis gouré toutes les autres fois, mais vraiment sympa ce jeu. Vraiment très sympa. Très bonne découverte. Très très bonne découverte. C'était vraiment... ouais. Je pensais pas autant. Je pensais que c'était un bon petit jeu. Mais ouais. Très très sympa. C'est pas tout le temps qu'on tombe sur ça en indie. Mais bon. C'était du bon. Je sais pas, j'ai pas vu sur Rétro-gaming combien on peut le toucher. Euh, 14 €. 15 € sur Rétro-gaming. Ah, merci à toi, Svan. On essaie de trouver des jeux qui sont un peu atypiques. Oui, ça peut être un giveaway. Ouais. Bah, d'ailleurs, giveaway, on en est pas loin, non? On en est pas loin. Ça se rapproche. Surtout qu'avec du ETS 2 fois par semaine, on va y arriver aux 200. 18. Donc on va essayer de, pourquoi pas le faire gagner, ouais, pour voir. De toute façon, je donnerai, je pense que je ferai, c'est plus intéressant de mettre une, de prendre des jeux, d'offrir des jeux sur Instant Gaming. Parce que Steam est quand même un peu plus cher. Donc bon, c'était pas mal, c'est vrai. Autre nouvelle aussi, bad. J'ai topé un jeu qui te donnait à cœur, donc je vais le streamer, c'est officiel, je l'ai récupéré sur GOG à un prix battant toute concurrence, donc je testerai. Donc c'est officiel, Cyberpunk 2077. Voilà. On testera ça. Je sais pas quand, mais on va le tester. On a Horizon Zero Dawn aussi. Et on va faire un Cyberpunk. Ah oui, là ça va être, par contre là ça va être sacrée série là. Ouais, ça va être top. Et puis voilà. Et merci beaucoup d'être passé tout le monde. Merci beaucoup. Et demain on se retrouve pour FF14. Et après mercredi ETS. Et on reprend je dimanche, oui je pense. Ouais. Soit en alternance, soit je verrai. Mais il va arriver très vite. Donc passez une bonne nuit tout le monde. Merci d'être passé. Merci beaucoup. Demain FF14. Ciao, ciao. À demain. Bonne nuit.